In a world filled with heathens, pagans, and worse, one man must fetch the cross and Deus Vulted like he's never Deus Vulted before. Directed by Michael Bay. Proudly in association with
me doing silly voices. I've still got the flu. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. This is a fucking joke.
Not Mad World, and actually a secondary temporary series until I can sort out all the
rest of the bugs with Mad World. Look, you know where it's going at this day. I'm slowly turning to Duke Nukem the more of this fucking voice I do.
Time to stop pissing around and get better.
That's enough. That's enough. Welcome back, everybody, to Crusader Kings 2. We're back in Mythos. You could consider this, if you want, a spiritual successor to the original Mad World. So have I got a playthrough for you? This I thought was a good idea, but now I'm starting to second guess myself. Anyway, we'll dive in here, and I will show you what horrendous world I have set up for you all. You can download this world for yourself, available on probably Mediafire or something, so I can't put this on the Steam Workshop because it's a save file. Anyway, Mythos 2, if you aren't familiar with it, is a huge fantasy-based mod that adds a whole bunch of different fantasy-based races, traits, gods, religions, etc., etc. And I thought, wouldn't it be cool if those gods, which are normally just off-map, you know, just representations of the faith off the map, wouldn't it be cool if they all came to Earth? Wouldn't it be cool if they had a big old battle royale? The most ambitious crossover since Mad World 3, which is currently delayed. Bear with me on that one. I'll explain on Discord or something if you're interested. Anyway, I'm going to present to you the many factions of the world, followed by our goal. The reason this series came around is every time I float an idea for a series, people always make the same joke. Haha, why didn't you become a god this series? Haha, why didn't you become immortal this series? And I thought to myself, what's the opposite of doing that? Killing gods, that's what. Killing gods as a good, strong, standard Christian man. A good man of the cross and of this... Stubborn. Did I make him stubborn? Cruel? That doesn't seem right. A good Christian man we are playing as extremely Deus Vult. The most Christian man you've ever seen in your goddamn life. A zealous, holy warrior with zero piety. Well, two piety, zero prestige. A man who has recently come into full control of the province of Provence. Very confusing. He has basically no skills to speak of other than the fact that he's good at killing things with a sword, which is exactly the point of the series. So you know what? I don't know why I'm that concerned. Let's take a look. Up in the northern lands, in the northern west to start off with here, in the great old isles of Albion, we have ourselves Archdruid, Luff. I don't know how you say that, but apparently he's a pan-Celtic deity, leader of all the Celtic gods, essentially, sort of the head of their pantheon. He is a man who's good with a spear and good with his words. That's not why he has lustful, but by good with the spear, I mean he's literally like a good warrior, hence why he has brilliant strategist there. He is a god, founder of his Celtic pantheon there, and also the leader of the reformed druidic faith there. 100 moral authority. In fact, they've already beaten me to it. Look at that. High god. They've spelled differently to me. Well, that's very annoying, isn't it? Never mind. Don't worry about that. A lot of these gods I've had to add myself, by the way. Odin, the only actual two pantheons in Mythos 2 are the Norse pantheon and the Greek pantheon. So I've had to use a little bit of creative license and added some other extra gods as well. But there we go. We've got the Celtic gods there. Then those eagle eyes of you, by which I mean literally anyone with any form of working vision, will have noticed over in Scandinavia, we have Asgard, Odin himself, Philco Odin, because of course he came to Earth, and it's very difficult when a god comes to Earth to deny the fact that they are indeed real when you can look upon them with your fair eyes, look upon their heart, upon the heart. Philco Odin, there he is, head of course, the Aesir. He is married to Frigg. He is the father of Bragi, and there are also many other gods as well. There's excuse me, that's my character. There are, let's check his court here. We've got people like Loki, might have heard of him. Balder, he seems familiar. This nice man, who I believe has a hammer. There he is. Who could he be? I guess we'll find out sometime in the series when hopefully we cut his goddamn head straight off his goddamn heretic shoulders. Can I find a cross big enough? Alleluia. Amen. We're going up to even north of beyond the north, the very northern borders themselves, Jotunheim, where we have a big old Jotnar. He's a giant. He's like real big. He's like a giant with giganticism. So you imagine that. He's absolutely towering. We can probably see him all the way down in South France, up in Iceland there, because as we know, the world is flat. Over to the not so north, but actually kind of north, but over to the other side a little bit more, we have Ukko. Am I saying that right? I don't know. Son of another sky god. There he is. He's the head of all of the, obviously the Suomenusko religions there. Does it even say high god? Ukko. Look at that. That's very nice. Well done. Good work. Then we have, going south, you guessed it. That's right. I've already told you about this one, because this is one of the 2 ones that actually do exist in the game. We've got Zeus in control of the, I mean, technically the Byzantine Empire, but of course now is Olympius. Olympius there, head also of the reformed Hellenic religion. All of these have super high moral authority, so they don't just die out instantly, and of course all of them have brought their pantheons with them. So, Hera, for example, is actually in Constantinople. All of the other gods are actually in, I think that's what, Uppland, there in Sweden. Then, south of that, this one may look more familiar. It is, of course, not the gods that we left off behind, but this is, in fact, Ra, or as he's called in this for some reason, Ozymandias. Why? Probably because the character I replaced him with was Ozymandias, as in the reborn, you know, like the Shelley poem. Anyway, head of course, the Kemetic pagan religion, married to Hathor, father of Shu, and, of course, very famously, of course, the father of Bast. Bast was a cat. Can't deny that. There's clearly Bast as a cat. That's my own doing. I'm pretty proud of that one. Then, to the south of that, the enemy of Ra, Apophis, the great serpent, head of darkness and evil, or whatever, you know, Apophis gets up to these days, along with some other things as well. So, I spoke to the patrons beforehand and asked if they wanted any houses added to the game, so you may see some familiar houses if you're one of those guys, but I'm also going to open it up to you guys in YouTube as well. It's been a very, very long time since I've done any sort of proper house giveaways, you know, or even just getting you guys into the game as well. So if you want to chuck some suggestions at me as we go on here, there are also some other Easter eggs dotted around that I'm not going to spoil too much. I'm sure I've forgotten someone. Have I forgotten someone? Albion, Asgard, Jotunheim, Olympus. Oh, Satan himself. Shit. Okay, I genuinely did forget. Then there's also Satan, by the way, but we don't need to worry about that one. That's not important at all, is it? We are just a simple French man, a simple Latin man. I don't know what the hell that says. Provençals? I have no idea what that is. This area, we are a simple Latin-based man who enjoys the faith, who wants to fight for his king. I was going to say then, but I guess that's not kind of right. Also, look at our flag here. It's literally a man on a horse. I mean, it's St. George's Cross on him, so that's not me being patriotic. That's just a man on a horse. He's truly Deus Vult through and through, and that's going to be the campaign. We're going to every single one of these goddamn kingdoms. We're going to kill immortals for once, and if we get the immortal event, no, that's heresy speaking right there. Titus, don't make me fetch that cross, Titus, I swear to God. So, where do we even start? I have absolutely no clue how I want to do things here. This is a little bit overwhelming, huh? It just occurred to me we're literally one man versus characters, which if we go to the character finder here, it should very much tell you what we're up against. Yeah, we got that going on right now. Characters with 48, 47, all of their stats are absolutely absurd, of course. They are immortal because they are gods. Oh my god. What have I done? What have I done? We don't stand a chance. This is going to be interesting. If nothing else, we're at least going to see this world descend into absolute fucking chaos in the course of about 5 years, right? So, I guess it's just classic CK2 for us for the time being. We're not in any position to take on these gods. We need to build up our power base. We need to do it through the valiance of the cross. We don't need to, we're not a schemer. We're not an evil man. Everything we do is going to be holy and righteous. So the first thing we're going to do is join the Benedictine order, question mark? I'm not sure about that one, Chief. We need an heir. We need an heir. What's the point of being put on God's green earth if we can't carry on the glorious dynasty of course, Deus Vult? Let's find ourselves a good, strong Christian wife capable of bearing us many strong Christian children who can also carry the cross. Do I have my filters all set up? Nope, absolutely not. Of course not. Thank you, CK2. Very cool. I'm literally typing in women here because I've lost my mind. It is 8 in the morning. I haven't slept yet. What are you talking about? Women, we want to go Prodigy. Do we? Oh, we're of course playing with that incredible Roll1D2 Games, Roll1D2 Games trait mod as well, available on the Steam Workshop today. Incredible. Probably one of my favorite mods. Right, what have we got then? Have we got any good Catholic? Oh, you don't count. Catholic, there we are. You're married. Married. I apologize, sir. Forgive me for looking upon your wife with such coveting eyes. She's a Luciferian. I mean, technically, Lucifer's part of Christianity and those Abrahamic religions, right? No, we can't think such things. There isn't a prodigy wife. Fine. You know what? We don't need that anyway. Who needs their brain when they have the mighty arm of Jesus to guide them? We're going to go for strong. Now, to go along with this mod pack, let's pull back the curtain a little bit. I've got a huge mod pack going on as well, right? loads of different artifact mods. I'm talking the biggest mod pack I've probably built in CK2 for a very, very long time. We don't have CK2 Plus this time around because CK2 Plus and Mythos, from my previous experience, from the previous 2 Mad Worlds, just does not work. It is an absolute garbage fire. So this time around, we're playing with a huge mod pack. I will link it on Steam. I'll get a huge mod pack together on Steam. I'll link it in the description. I'll put it in the top comment along with the download link to this save at this current date. This is only like it's like a week after 1066. I wanted to make sure everything was working fine. I wanted to make sure it didn't crash immediately. So I let a week run. You can load in, you can pick your favourite characters, do whatever. Of course, bear in mind, if you're loading into a pre-existing save game, you can't use ruler designer, so you have to use a console to build your character or whatever else. And you can find some of the Easter eggs I've darted around. So, Grave, what's that? Does Grave just count? I assume it is. Extremely Deus Vult, you need a wife. Yeah, let's get back on with that then. So, gender, let's set up a filter to start off with then. Married, preferably not. Ruler, preferably not. Diplo range, absolutely. Oh, good God, we are stuck for choice, huh? Age? None of these are Christian. None of these are good. My religion group, fine. We can maybe as long as Jesus is up on a cross somewhere, we're fine with them. Strong does not exist. What else did I add to this friggin' mod? Like powerful? Powerful isn't in there either. Quick? I feel like I'm lowering my standards pretty goddamn fast, huh? Okay, there's her. There's her. Linny Harfer, Threeman. Welcome. I'm going to invite you to court, and we're just going to go ahead with her to start off with here. I'm pretty sure that's absolute Thimran. Thimran is, it sounds a bit better. What the fuck is your flag as well? My God, that is a flag that looks like I've designed. Oh God, what is this that we've got going on? Bektashi order already. Probably something to do with the fact that there are many different various, obviously unholy orders kicking around here. So those guys are arming themselves. Don't blame them really. We're going to do exactly the same thing. You are going to marry glorious Glaive. Glaive? No, Grave Extremely. I keep forgetting his goddamn name here. As playing the other campaign, we've got Glaives and battleships and whatever else we've named them these days. Do we take the 10 gold or the 13 prestige? Well, we need to be more prestigious. We currently have absolutely 0 prestige. How the hell am I going to build up here? I can't help but notice we are... Deus Vult, by the way, are the heir to our liege. Right. Is there a possibility that we're in line for Provence? No. House Eiffel Tower, unfortunately, have this place on lockdown. What's he got in his treasury? He's got Moralia Siva Exposio in Job. What does that mean? Something about the Book of Job. Fine. We've also got the Chronicle of Fredegar. So, that, like I said, we've got a whole bunch of books going on. We've got, I believe it's Caesar's Artifact mod that I've thrown in this one. I've got mythological and historical artifacts. We've got the artifacts Overhaul. There's just a whole bunch of shit to see here. So it wouldn't surprise me if there are a lot of really awesome artifacts just dotted around the earth. So we're going to have to keep close on that one. That might be actually how we get our early game going, going ourselves a good weapon, good armor, something to really inspire us, get some Christian artifacts going. I wouldn't consider stealing a Christian artifact necessarily about... How am I going to spin this one so that you guys believe me? We're liberating it. That's right. That's exactly what we're doing. The Pope... I don't think he necessarily is looking after the bones of St. Peter adequately. I think we could do a much better job of rubbing them down with vinegar or however else it is you preserve bones. Pope, I think we're going to take those off for you. I don't think you deserve any more. What is that? Song of Roland. Oh, that's kind of cool. I can't start this supposedly zealous campaign stealing the bones of St. We're doing it for safekeeping. That's exactly what we're doing. We're going to open the world's greatest Christian religion, museum, or both, and we're going to look after these. I'm sorry, Pope, you just can't be trusted. Look, it's literally got... Literally Satan himself on the borders of Rome. If the bones of St. Peter go, Christian faith we might as well just all become heretics and heathens and infidels, honestly. Let's do it. Who's going to accompany us on our theft of the Pope? Oh my God, it's already just gone into degeneracy, hasn't it? We have my Spy Master, my aberrant Spy Master, a gigantic hulking man with a lot of health and a lot of personal combat and shit all else. Or we've got my Marshal. What does that even say? Bucaraminster, Pierre of Marseille. Sure, let's take him along. I think we're probably going to fail this. Oh my God, don't end up in prison as we start food. Let's lock our outliner as well. I feel like this is a bad plan. I feel like we should set up the council just in case we are put in prison as well, huh? Let's get you performing statecraft. Let's set up a cartographer, who's apparently my wife. You want me to be your commander. To the strong grave extremely. Your wisdom and mercy are legendary. Oh, my friend, you speak such kind words, but save them for Jesus and the church, huh? Right, special minor titles grantable. Let's give designated regent to this bishop. That seems like a great idea. Rob the Pope. Make a bishop your regent so he's got full control over the realm. Definitely sure that won't backfire. Marshal the Hunt. Let's set up a high almoner here. Cupbearer. Good God, how the hell am I going to pick up enough speed to get this campaign really underway? I guess we are going to have to play tall for a while. You've arrived at Pope Alexander II's capital. As expected, it's heavily guarded. Force my way inside. 77% chance of success. I'm actually genuinely surprised we've got... Oh, to be fair, we've got a lot of marshal, haven't we? And we've brought our marshal with us as well. Fine. Force our way in. Give me them bones, Pope. We're here to debone the Pope. Rush them before they raise the alarm. Shit. Crusader kings. Roll credits. The Roman Empire in the East, Byzantium, Christianity's firm bulwark against Mohammedan infidels of the Orient, is failing. The dire situation has convinced His Holiest, Pope Alexander II, to accept the possibility of an outright invasion by joint Christian forces. Have we just launched, like, the 5th Crusade, like, 400 years early? What have I just done? Oh, well, they're the Knights Templar. They're in the Knights of St. John. You know what they could do with? They could do with a nice, big, powerful, strong Christian lad to join their order. Yes. Okay, we could actually join these guys and start our own holy order. Look at that. Found holy order. We've been looking for a campaign to use this in. I've been looking for an excuse to use this for multiple times. This seems perfect. You will stay a member of your current society. Your succession will become elective. This holy order will not have troops for hire. We are for hire. Oh, shit. Knights Hospitaller, or the Knights Templar. Of course we got to join the Knights Templar. Greetings, grave extremely. I don't know why I've made him sound like that. It sounded like straight from Oblivion. I am the Grand Master of the Knights Templar. I've received your application to join our order and have decided to appoint you as a non-ordained member. Due to your situation, you will not be bound by an eternal oath put to God. For all intents and purposes, you will have similar rights and powers to the members of the clergy. Thank you, for God. We are, Episode 1, proud member of the Knights Templar. That brings a tear to my goddamn eye. What does that do for us? Temple Fashion Opinion plus I, we can request military training. We can get into shape, and we can also set ourselves up a squire. So perhaps when we have a son, someone worthy of carrying the might of the cross, bring them on board. Meanwhile, now we've joined the Knights Templar. We're going to go steal from the Pope again, by the way. 56% chance of success. Don't like those odds. Administrative capabilities, scholarly knowledge. Depends on a little bit of everything. I like that, but let's roll the dice. Absolutely. We're going to end up in prison, aren't we? We're going to end up in prison, aren't we? Oh, for the love of... Oh! We've done it. Tell him, no, we did it for the Knights Templar. That wasn't self-serving. That wasn't greed. That wasn't gratuitous vanity. That was gathering the bones from the questionable safety of Rome, seeing as Satan's literally right there, literally right on their border. We were saving it from Rome, bringing it to France, where it's nice and safe. Not France. We're under the HRE. Oh, God, we're under the HRE. Hang on. We could get ourselves elected. If I play this right, we could make the Holy Roman Empire literally holy. They're already under attack from Asgard. Turn around. Where can I flee to? No. We must stay stalwart. What would the Knights Templar say if I was thinking such things? We just gained a trait as well. What was that? Oh, right. To say that we've got a rare artifact. 'Cause of course, we've got the literal bones of St. Peter. Jihad for Kemet, by the way. The Sunni Caliph Al-Qaim, am I saying that right, has decided to declare jihad on the depraved heathens of Kemet. He urges all righteous Sunni Muslims to partake in the righteous struggle against Ra. He's going against Ra. 2000, born on the minus. That doesn't seem right at all. Ra's like, when was Egyptian paganism kicking around? That's like 30,000 years ago, right? That's no concern of ours. We don't give much of a shit about that. Are they going to win? 37,000 versus what are they up against exactly? He's brought in... Brilliant. The Seljuks, though. If the Seljuks actually do get stuck in there, we could be looking at... Oh, God, they've got Jerusalem. Right, that explains a lot. I mean, to be fair, if the Seljuks actually get stuck in, chances are that Ra might take a little bit of a hit there. Although he is a god with 37,000 men. Some faithful Christians choose to make a great pilgrimage at some points in their lives. Of course, we're going to go on a holy pilgrimage. Where can we go? We can either go to Rome, right on the border of the Luciferian Church, or we can go to Kemetic Jerusalem. I feel like you got to give me much of a choice here. Let's go to the west. St. James in San Diego. Is that safe? That one is also under infidels, right? I don't know whereabouts in Spain it is, I'll be completely honest with you. Somewhere. I assume that's in Spain. I literally have no clue. At least it's better than going to Rome or Jerusalem at this stage. Travelling down a long and lonesome road, you come across a man lying in a ditch. He seems to be being robbed and beaten up quite... Of course we will help you. Of course we will help you, my friend. Deus Vult and all that. We've gained the trait kind. You've finally arrived in Santiago, the world's oldest major pilgrim site in the west. It is an inland town close to the Atlantic Ocean with origins going back to the Roman Empire. Okay, cool. That's very nice. I must remember to bring a seashell home with me. Did we just go on that whole thing? We just go on that whole thing for kind. We're also a pilgrim as well. There we go. Oh my god. We're actually already launching the crusade against Olympus. Really? Oh, Jesus. A messenger approached us with a letter from the Vatican, from the Vicar of Christ himself. I love that title so much. He's asking us to prepare our men for a fight against the infidels and heathens, to restore Christendom to the lost places of the world. Fine. We're going to crusade against Zeus as the first port of call. Really? Really? Okay, you know what? My men are ready. My men are ready. We are going to pledge our troops to the crusade. We're going to get 100 piety. What sort of man would I be if... Episode 1, this is unbelievable. This is absolutely unbelievable. Pope, I cannot... Okay. My beneficiary will gain all the titles, or why would I give my titles away? No, we will give it to our beneficiary, who is... I don't think we have any options, do we? We actually don't. I can't afford to donate anything, no. But right now, we've got 230 gold. I love these crusades as well, because they're always horribly, horribly OP, aren't they? We've got just over a year to become as powerful as possible. Look, to be fair, we've already got 1,100 men, 14 fleet levies. What else could the Pope want at this stage? Grandmaster Clement of the Knights Templar presents himself before you, followed by some members of the Order. Sergeant Extremely, or already Sergeant, he says with a booming voice. Surely you have heard the call. All members must answer and join the coming war. No doubt the courier must have lost your pledge. Ah, of course. Thank you, my Grandmaster. We are going to pledge our troops to the Crusade. Did we not do that already? Oh, shit. Because they've set up an antipope, right? And we're, of course, under the HRA and needs an antipope. Okay, fantastic. Well, at least we still get to do the Crusade. That brings a smile to my face. That gets my good Christian blood running. Okay, so we are now definitely in this, right? We can, yeah, okay, we're part of it now. We can contribute to the war chest. How do I set my... We can't. No beneficiary available. There must be Catholic of our dynasty. Cannot be landed. Cannot be an heir to the title. Must be at least 12 years old. There's no one we can give the land to. I guess then we make ourselves the beneficiary, right? What choice do I have? Sergeant Extremely, we have a situation that requires your attention. A fellow member of the Catholic faith is under attack by infidels. The Order is unfortunately occupied elsewhere to offer assistance. I request your help in assisting with King Napoleon. No. Napoleon Bonaparte. He's under attack already. I can't believe it. Who's he under attack by? French Holy War for... So he's launched an attack against those guys. Okay, fair enough. Let's do it. The short, strong, quick, and of course, great General Napoleon Bonaparte here with Charlemagne's... 2 of Charlemagne's swords. That's impressive. Absolutely, of course we will help you out, my good friend Napoleon. Look at that fucking... Did you see that? Did you see that war chest ticking up then? My God! Oh, these Crusades are so overpowered. I love that they haven't fixed these yet. My wife, Linny, question mark, half A is pregnant. One of those classic Swedish names there. Incredible. Offered to help Napoleon Bonaparte in his war with the Crusades. This has already gone insane. No, we will join the war. I will not offer him ducats or men like some sort of coward. He is a fellow Christian, and we must defend our fellow Christians, especially in a world like this. This insane world. This lunacy world. Okay, he is losing the war, though. He is losing the war. How many men have they got? 9,000. Ah, jeez. Maybe I don't want to join this war all of a sudden. And we've got to prepare our troops ready to go for the Crusade. Starting in 205 days. Although, all we had to do was just show up, basically. All we had to do was say that we were going to offer our support. Like a good Christian, of course, we will march down their walls and hopefully not die in the first battle, because that would be fairly anticlimactic, huh? Get on those boats. Off we go. Deus Vult. Let's do it, team. Oh, there he is. He's there. Napoleon, we're here. It's your good friend. Me. It's your good friend. What do you call it? Extremely Deus Vult. Here to help you. Deus... We've done it. You're welcome, by the way. Oh, no, that's the wrong wall. Sorry, I'm getting confused. I'm a very confused man. My dear, you do not need clothes. You're already wonderful. I'm confused because my brain is too full of thoughts of Jesus and the cross and our Lord God. Pay a few servants to spend some time with Lenny half A, and keep in mind of any warriors that might beseech her. Absolutely. This needs to be a powerful Christian son. Otherwise, I'll have to find a wife who can. We'll do it Henry VIII style. He was the biggest Christian of all. Damn it. Clara Deus Vult. You're garbage. Okay. Clara Deus Vult. What precedes Deus Vult to show how Christian we are? What about... I can't call her Mary, that's terrible. Clara Deus... We're going to call you... Willingly. Willingly. Does that look right? That doesn't look right to me. No, it's one L in... Is it what? Willingly. It's a classic name. Crusade for... Here we go. The Crusade for Thrace begins. Immediately, Pope versus God. Zeus the Old of Olympus versus Pope Alexander, my rival. My rival? What do you mean, my rival? Self-serving Crusader, rival minus 100, stole my artifact. Oh, he found out about that, huh? It wasn't me. Can't prove it. Can't prove anything. Deus Vult. All right. How do we actually go to war though? I never remember how to do this. We're already. I mean, we can't pick up any official. Okay, I think we just go, right? No, we have to offer to join. We have to go to the Pope. We have to say, like, offer the Trojan War or something, right? No. I don't know how to do it. It's just occurred to me. I actually don't know how to... I don't know how to Deus Vult. Still can't. Still, because of the bloody anti-Pope. We still can't. Pope's not a religious head, it's the anti-Pope. Damn it, I was kind of hoping our Holy Order would let us bypass that. Bloody Holy Roman Empire's holding us back from crusading. You coward. You're a coward, Heinrich IV. I'm gonna just real pray for your soul tonight. I swear to God, I'm so angry. I'm gonna pray. Oh, good Lord. Well, it's been nice knowing you all. Goodbye. Time to be succeeded by our 8-year-old daughter. Oh, good God. For the Lord. For the Lord. Here we go. Oh, God. We're going to die for the Lord. Okay, so we survived. Thank you. This is all because of my prayers? This is all because of my prayers? Oh, Jesus. The year was not the most productive in the wheat field in Provence. Then we need some extra help. Are you telling me I'm going to go out in the wheat field? I mean, we are a humble man, but we are way too busy fighting off hordes of infidels. I think we should just leave. No. You know what? We will fight to the last man. We're not a coward. Do you think Jesus was a coward when he was carrying that cross on his back that one time when he did that? No, I don't think he was. Well, I'm pretty sure he wasn't anyway. You know, we're going home. We're going home. This is an unwinnable war. You know what? Fuck you, Napoleon. What are you playing at? Dragging me into this goddamn war. We're going to sit at home and we're going to have ourselves a son, such as our Christian duty. And my God, Lenny half A, back at it again. How dare you? How dare this game offer me this? A pretty wench is throwing herself at you? Never. Never. When has a Catholic ever done anything such a thing? Never. Getting the trait chaste. We are... Oh, God, please don't let there be a fertility. It's minus 50. It is a virtue, though. So, Mythos 2, to its credit, actually does make the sins of virtue system better. So, the more virtues you've got, as you can see there, you get a ticking trait. So, if you get all 7, you get big old temple vassal opinion, a big bunch of extra piety that stacks more than it normally would, you know? Whereas if you're very sinful, you're going to lose piety a lot quicker than you normally would. Oh, look, Napoleon lost his first war. Incredible. How did he even manage that? Oh, because he's at war with Asgard. Oh, no, sorry, that is, he's part of the Crusade, so his troops were probably over there in Olympus. Good Lord. Please, let me in. Let me in. Why can't I join this? I just want to join. Total strength 92%. What does that mean? 108%. Ah, I see. That's bad news for the Pope. Oh, God, it is bad news. Maybe don't let me in. Actually, I've changed my mind. I'm really busy right now. I'm actually just really ill. Oh, God, it's this terrible July weather. It's got really... I have some maids dispatch, but my wife's pregnant. That's my excuse. You want me to make you commander? Are you part of the war? I can't believe you'd set up a goddamn fucking anti-pope. Jihad fails, by the way, against Ra there, unsurprisingly. God knows what the hell they expected with that one. And I feel like the Crusade is also going to fail against news from China. Ah, Wang Bailong of the Western Protectorate has lost a war. They've lost a war. That's unbelievable. What the hell are they playing at? Another daughter? I mean, blessed be another daughter. God fucking damn it. A weak daughter and sickly. Oh, God, we're going to have to pray for you. Deus Vult, please, Deus Vult. Please, Deus Vult. Let's start educating them as well. Regency has ended. We've done it. I've gained a newfound respect for the hermits of old. My time spent fasting and praying in seclusion has done me good. God has helped strengthen my mind. We didn't pick an ambition. I picked theology focus, did I? I was unintentional. I didn't mean to pick theology focus. I feel like we need to groom an heir. We absolutely need to groom an heir. Boom, look at this. Oh, we got diligent. 27 martial already. That's incredible. What can we do for you? We are currently Sergeant. What's the next rank? Knight, Prior, and then Grand Master. Man, Grand Master is very good. So the point of these societies is you're not really supposed to be the Grand Master of a Holy Order, obviously. These are still the base game Holy Orders at the end of the day. So when we get up to rank 3, I really want to found a Holy Order. For a large amount of fervor and piety, counts and dukes, which of course we are, can take a decision to become a new special Holy Order. Wonder if you have to be independent or something like that. Succession becomes elective. Hopefully it's elective within our family, otherwise that would suck a lot. Ah, of course. I was expecting this. The Holy Roman Empire have indeed declared war on Satan, who has a really nice helmet. Look at that. It's got one of them broom medhounds, huh? Are we going to win against this guy either? 18,000 men, and what? I mean, the Holy Roman Empire surely can crush that. 23,000. No, I'm not sure they can. I'm not sure they can. You got to bear in mind these guys are gods as well. They've got gods leading their armies. What was your other wife? That wasn't your demigod. Did you marry his daughter? You married his daughter. Well, that's confusing. I feel so hopeless. I feel so hopeless right now. We can't do anything to help any of these people. We're just gonna have to sit here and oh, this looks like the type of man that this is our goal, to look like this. You've been waiting for a while, someone to teach you about knighthood, and Sergeant Urblon has stepped forward to teach you. Good, I cannot wait. Sergeant Urblon, teach me everything there is to know. Sergeant Urblon presents you with some strange concoctions that would help you. Is he trying to... Are you natty? Urblon's natty? Ignore his advice. Your gut tells you that he doesn't know what he's talking about. That's crazy. You're mad. Jesus wasn't... Jesus wasn't natty. That's my first official Raw 1D2 Games t-shirt. It worked. All I had to do was tell him to piss off. I'm not taking your drugs, and that was it. That was the trial. My God, maybe it was some. This was the test of Satan. We were basically Jesus in the desert. I'm not gonna gloss over it. We were essentially Jesus in the desert. There with Satan tempting us to, like, you know, what was it he said? He was like, hey, make yourself a nice sandwich. Order yourself a KFC. I don't know what Jesus said. Satan said to Jesus in the desert, but we got novice fighter, and that, my friends, is the first step to a glorious lifestyle. Most unorthodox, but I knew nothing unorthodox here. He's a mystic, heretic. Heretic, can't trust him. I'll get my own court position. Oh god, there's no valid candidates. I will find myself up. We're winning against Satan, by the way. But of course, that's all you have to do is pray and ask that man to teach you how to be a good Christian. We need ourselves. I'm gonna reset all here. Join court, preferably. Who had 55 learning? Who had 55 learning then? Excuse me, go back. Who is this? Not the purifier. Oh god, don't. There's so many non-Christian jokes I can make about that. But no, I'm a changed man now. I'm, of course, a very zealot man. Very zealot man. Court position. Oh, it has to be a lady, of course, because we are Christian. Let's try that again. Right, join court. Yes. Right, let me round 2. Oh, maybe it's because she's a fucking wizard. Maybe that's why she can't be court position. All right, that's almost borderline heresy, but I can't prove anything yet. Right, let's bring Richard, Courtier, and Domonia on board. Welcome, my friend. You sound like a trustworthy court position. Oh god, I'm going to die without a son. I'm going to die without a son. There we go. Richard, tend to be Richard. Please. Okay, super treatment for illness. Please. What is it? Measles? I mean, what's in our capital right now? I think you're bang on, Richard. My gut just tells me that you've got this right. To relieve you of some of your worst ailments, Richard suggests you spend more time in prayer. How can I spend more than 24 hours a day, Richard? I pray 28 hours a day, 8 days a week. We're back. Oh, shit. I thought we were actually cured then, but no, it's actually gotten much, much worse. I would dedicate more time to reading the scripture, just as Richard said. My life's in your hands. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, mercy. Oh, nemesis. We're going to die. We're going to die. We're going to end up playing as a tiny girl that I didn't even bother educating. Oh, good lord. Educate this girl very quickly. Not that it's going to make any difference, because we're going to be stuck playing as her anyway. Ah, shit. Wizard? A daughter wizard. No, wizards would not serve the Lord. You will be trained in struggle. Oh, this is bad. Oh, Jesus, you're just garbage. You could be a wizard for all I care. There you go. Wizard daughter. But why can't I? Oh, because she's not magic. You can't just become a wizard. You can't just become a wizard. That's absurd. Fine then. You'll be trained in money. I'm sorry. I don't really know what to do with it. Gone from wizard to banker in one small step. The sacred texts illuminate me, by the way. Unless they're going to save my goddamn life, then I'm not really sure. Pray. Pray harder. Oh, God, the Crusade. What a shocker. Jesus, it seems, does not favour the Christian faithful. After a string of defeats and setbacks, Pope Eugenius has called off the Crusade against Zeus himself. What a shocker that you couldn't win a war against actual Zeus. I don't like all the connotations of this. We're going to try and train our daughter. That's good. Get her on board very, very quickly. She's got 2 martial. She's got 2 martial. Maybe this is the test of the Lord. They're launching another jihad for Egypt. Poor Ra has just got his work cut out from there, huh? He's just going to be constantly bashed around. Get rid of these measles. Wrath of the old gods. In response to the new era of crusades and jihads among the Abrahamic monotheists, the great Philco Odin has informed all Germanic gods, or Germanic gods as well, most likely, of his plans for a magnificent Germanic pagan response. This is all pagans. That means Zeus can now launch a counter-crusade. I assume that also means Ra can launch a counter-crusade. I assume it means the Druids up there in Albion can also launch a counter-crusade. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. We might be dying, but we are now at least a knight. We're going to die a knight of the Lord, if anything else. Boom, the honor is mine. Thank you. What else could we have joined? Potentially just the knights like these other knights, Benedictine. There's an argument for Benedictine or Dominion. Dominion? The Dominion Order. Thanks, Wayun. Very cool. The Dominican Order are obviously very powerful as well. Benedictine Order is just kind of better, though, because they give stewardship rather than learning. And who gives a shit about learning, huh? Last time we played Benedictine Order like a proper Catholic boy, we ended up being super, super OP in no time at all. So, hopefully these knights, I mean, they can offer us what seems to be, oh, that's unsurprising. They offer us seem to be the same thing. Oh my god, we've done it. We prayed hard enough. What is this? The currently has a valuable item I inherited from Thierry. Thierry died and gave us a thing? What did he give us? Pile of books. Thank you. 45 gold. How much can we sell them for? I mean, they're quality 5. So I feel like this is part of the Great Trade League, by the way, which I feel like I should set up a trade master that can actually do something with these books. If I quickly say give all goods, that'll give it to him, and then we just say don't bother. What, have I just scummed the system? I'm sorry if I've already started scumming it up day 1 here. He's got the books. Get rid of it. Oh, shit. No, it actually did destroy it. Very clever. They beat me to that one. Okay, fine. Give them funds? Absolutely not. Can't afford it. We can, however, afford to start building up the capital here. Great. Holy War for Anatolia. Who the freaking hell is this dude? A wizard. Arcane Master. A sagacious Arcane Master is very impressive there. Oh, it's the High Priest of Egypt. High Priest of Egypt wearing apparently a Valkyrie's hat. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to be honest, this episode has just been offensive to all 5 senses. I don't even know where to begin. Next episode, I'm going to take things a little bit slower. We're going to turn things down slightly. I think everything's kicked off. I think we very quickly got settled into this world. You know, we found our place amongst our holy order. Let's just focus on ourselves for a while. Let's not worry about the big world out there, because we can't do much to change it right now. It's just a single count in the middle of, I was going to say in the middle of France, but we've never once been in the middle of France. At the south of the HRE. We just need to bide our time a little bit, I think. Build ourselves up, build our dynasty up, make sure we've got, make sure our family comes first. Our family comes first, by which I mean assuming Jesus is first before that. Thank you all for watching. Let's give a shout out to the insane top tier level patrons who made this series, which they're probably regretting now, possible in the first place. A big thank you to Alpha Scuff, Asuna Kirito, Atmos, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Sadini, Crazy Pack, Crosis, Donald, Facundo Vasquez, Fluffernutter, Fungus King, Gogula, Harik, Jimbo, Josh Lindeen Tesla, Justin Wallace, Caden Carter, Michael Mullen, Mr. Smug, Muskratful, Nathan Flores, Necrophilim, Pelvis Presley, Scott, Skaz, Shayet Sinclair, Sir Thor the Swede, Stannis the Manus, the Forsaken One, Teabag Cruz, Tom Terry 18, Tyler Kendall, and Vacuous Backers. Thank you for your support, the Insane Tier Lovers on Patreon. Do you like how I suppressed that cough then? That was goddamn incredible. Thank you, Jesus. Very cool. A shout out, of course, as well, has to go to Asero, Adam Person, Ackery, Andrew Wilson, Attila, Bordoon, Ben Trope, Betsamus Max, Better Valerian, Chris, David Van Diepen, Don, Duncan217, easier to pronounce name, Exploding Knees, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Faulkner, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Turco, Grey, Haji Damar, Hancock, Icy the Grey, Irish, Isaac, Israel, Jacob Wolf, Jay Lara, James Barnes, Jason, Jose, Jordan DeVries, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beer, Justin Plock, Justin Walters, Lemon Stark, Lesme, Luan and Thomas, Luke Wallace, Matthew Monty, Nathaniel Limberg, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pan Sammy, Panther Pearl, Peyton Denisar, Russian Oligarch Billionaire, The Bloody Knight, The Insane Pickle, Wesley Grayson, Will Wade, Wolfie, Yorker, Zach Pillar, and CK2. Thank you guys all for your support. Without these guys, none of this would have happened, which, again, probably not a good thing. See you guys all tomorrow. Oh, God.